Hello there, you're welcome back to the channel. It's always a pleasure to come your way with great opportunities. The name has always been Kissiwaa, and I share content on study abroad and scholarship opportunities. So if by chance you are interested in such content, feel free to hit on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn the post notification on so you don't miss any opportunity I post onto this channel. Now for today's video, we're moving all the way to UK. We'll be looking at a full tuition of fees scholarship that comes with over £19,000 as a minimum grant that will be given to any selected student for this scholarship program. Now, this scholarship is for master's degree programs only, but it covers a wide range of programs. So stick and stay and watch the video to the end so you don't miss any vital information about the scholarship. Now I've talked too much and let's jump straight into the details of today's video. As I previously stated, this scholarship is going to cover 100% of course fees and a grant for living cost of at least £19,237. Now, these awards are made to cover the full duration of your fee liability for the agreed program. Now, as I said earlier, it covers quite a lot of programs. So let's move to the eligibility. Before we go to the courses, let's look at the countries that are eligible to apply to this program. So we have countries like Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina, Armenia, Austria, Azerbaijan, Bahamas, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belarus, Belgium, Belize, Benin, Bhutan, Bolivia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Botswana, Brazil, Brunei Darussalam, Bulgaria, Burkina Faso, Cambodia, Cameroon, Cape Verde, Central African Republic, Chad, China, Tibet. Well, it's quite a lot of countries, okay? But the most important thing is Ghana is somewhere here. Okay, so my viewers from Ghana and from Nigeria and from some other parts of the African countries is also found here. So that is great news for those from this side of the world. Now, in as much as all these countries have been listed here, priority is given to outstanding university graduates and professionals, mainly from developing and emerging economies, but also those who will not otherwise be able to support themselves to pursue fully funded graduate studies at the University of Oxford, alongside a comprehensive program of leadership development, long-term mentoring, and network will also be considered. Okay, so in short, if you're from a developing or emerging country or economy, or if for any reason you will not be able to support yourself to pursue your graduate studies at the University of Oxford, you are eligible to apply to this program. Okay, so let's look at the programs or the courses you can apply to. So we have Bachelor of Civil Law, and this program is a postgraduate program. Though it's a bachelor's program, it's a postgraduate program. We also have Master of Business Administration. There is also Magister Juris, Master of Public Policy, Advanced Computer Science, African Studies, Asian and Middle Eastern Studies, Biodiversity, Conservation and Management, Comparative Social Policy, Contemporary Chinese Studies, Criminology and Criminal Justice, Diplomatic Studies, Economics for Development, Education, focusing on comparative and international education. There is also education in digital and social change and education in higher education. We also have energy systems, environmental change and management, evidence-based social intervention and policy evaluation, financial economics, global governance and diplomacy, global health science and epidemiology, health service improvement and evaluation, international health and tropical medicine, Islamic studies and history, Jewish studies, Japanese Studies, Korean Studies, Latin American Studies, Law and Finance, Mathematical Models and Scientific Computing, Migration Studies, Modern Middle Eastern Studies, Modern South Asian Studies, Nature, Society and Environmental Governance, Refugee and Forced Migration Studies, Russia and East European Studies, Slavonic Studies, Social Data Science, Social Science of the Internet, Sustainability, Enterprise and the Environment, Water Science, Policy and Management, and lastly, Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies. So these are the courses you can apply to if you're looking at the scholarship program. Okay, now the scholarship we've been looking at so far is the Weidenfeld Hoffman Scholarships and Leadership Program in the University of Oxford. It's a partnership between these two institutions, where Oxford, that's University of Oxford, is contributing 40%, and Weidenfeld Hoffman also contributes 60% to make it a complete 100% of the scholarship. In applying, you have to apply to one of the programs we have already looked at, and you have to complete the graduate application form together with the Weidenfeld Hoffman scholarship statement. Now you have to upload it. In applying, you have to select the Weidenfeld Hoffman Scholarship and Leadership Program in the University of Oxford Scholarship session, okay, when you're applying for admission. Now you should apply before the December or January deadline for your course, so kindly check that. Now we're going to take a look at some of the programs, the requirements to be admitted to this university. The first program we'll take a look at is MSc in Criminology and Criminal Justice, which is among the courses that qualifies you to be part of the scholarship program. So they give a brief description about the courses, what it entails and all that. Now let's look at the entry requirements. For the entry requirements, as a minimum, applicants should hold or be predicted to achieve the following UK qualifications or the equivalent. So a first class or strong upper class undergraduate degree with honors, usually a minimum weighted average of 67%. The qualification above should be achieved in one of the following subject areas or discipline: law, sociology, politics, economics, social policy, psychology, history, or another subject relevant to criminology. So this is their entry requirement. There is no GRE required here, and you have to meet English language proficiency, which we will take a detailed look at. Okay, so you have to meet the English language requirements as well. You also have to declare extenuating circumstances, such as if you have any chronic disease, or you have mental health problem, or if you are disabled, you just have to declare it on your application form. You also have to register 3 references who can give an informed view of your academic ability and sustainability for the course. It's all on the application form, so you get to know. Then there are other supporting documents which you will be required to upload. So this is for the MSc in Criminology and Criminal Justice. Let's look at MSc in Education, Higher Education, okay? The entry requirements. For the degree level qualification, a first class or strong upper second class undergraduate degree with honors in a relevant subject, preferably in social sciences. For applicants with a bachelor's degree from U.S. to fulfill the undergraduate degree requirements above, the minimum overall GPA sought is 3.6 out of 4.0. Okay, now if you do not have the US grading system, then you can check out this link to find out the equivalent in that of your country. Okay, no GRE is required. No GRE or GMAT is required for this program as well, and publications are also not expected. English proficiency has to be met, and you have to declare extenuating circumstances. You also need to register 3 referees who can give an informed view of your academic ability and sustainability for the course. There are supporting documents that you have to also attached to it. Now let's look at how to apply for this one. So if you open to every course, everything about what you need to apply has been listed here. So let's look at how to apply. Okay, so there are application fee waivers here. However, if I didn't mention, you pay application fee of £100. So let me show that shortly. So oh sorry, £75. So application fee is £75 per thought course application, and then £20 for every research course application. So the number of programs you're applying to will determine how much you're paying for application fee. However, the application fee waivers, okay? So let's look at how application fee can be waived. And so let's see. An application fee of £75 is payable for each application to this course. Application fee waivers are available for the following applicants who meet the eligibility criteria. So if you're an applicant from a low-income country, okay, you qualify for an application fee waiver. If you're also a refugee and displaced person, or you are a UK applicant from low-income background, you can also be considered for a waiver. An applicant who applied for the graduate access program in the past 2 years and met the eligibility criteria can also apply for the application fee waiver. So yeah, that is it for how application fee can be waived. So you do not need to make contact with any department before you apply to the program, but you're encouraged to read relevant information on the web pages of the department. In completing your application, you include your resume or your CV, the referees we've talked about, so 3 referees: academic preferred, your official transcript, your personal statement of 1000 words, and written work, 2 essays, a maximum of 2000 words each. So these are what you will need to complete your application. Then let's look at Bachelor of Civil Law. Did I say Civil Law? Sorry, Bachelor of Civil Law. So entry requirement is first class undergraduate degree with honors in law. The entrance is very competitive, okay? Everybody wants to go to Oxford. Now with those with a U.S. degree or equivalent should have an overall GPA of 3.7 out of 4.0, and if your country's grading system is not equivalent to that of the US, you can use the guidance on qualification and grades to check that of yours. GRE or GMAT is not required, and you have to meet the English language proficiency, and you have to declare extenuating circumstances as well. You need 3 references for this program also. Looks like all the programs need 3 academic references, okay? Okay, so let's look at how to apply for this one also. Okay, so £75 application fee, and you can apply for a waiver. Do you need to contact anyone before you apply? No, you don't need to contact any department before applying. So documents you need are the 3 referees, official transcripts, your CV, and then personal statement of 300 words, 1 essay, a maximum of 2000 words. So yeah, that is it for this program as well. So these are the programs I will be able to go through because of time. I'll leave the link to the programs page in my description so you can check out your program, look for the entry requirements, and then how to apply, and you can apply for a waiver, which is a good thing. Okay, now for the English language test waivers, it comes in 2 forms. English test can be waived for you on the basis of your previous education or based on your professional experience. For your previous education, you may apply for a waiver if you have completed or are currently completing a degree level course that is full-time, at least 9 months in duration, undertaken at a recognized institution where teaching and assessment throughout the course is undertaken entirely in English, and completed with a gap of no more than 2 academic years to the course to which you're applying. So this is English language test waiver based on your education. For that of the professional experience, you may also apply for a waiver based on substantial professional experience if you have worked for a minimum of 2 years in a majority English speaking country where the main language for the role was English. Your role involved daily professional use of each of the 4 language components: reading, writing, listening, speaking. You worked in an appropriately technical context to demonstrate the ability to communicate effectively in an academic environment, and your role has ended no more than 2 years before the start date of the course to which you're applying. So these are the basis upon which English language tests can be waived. If not that, then you have to write the TOEFL, the IELTS, and all of that. Okay, and every program has the minimum score for those tests. Now, how to apply for a waiver? If you meet either the criteria based on your previous education or your professional experience, you need to indicate this by answering yes or no to the English language waiver question on the languages tab of the application form. If you choose the professional experience option, you need to summarize your role and use of English to enable the assessors to judge whether it meets the criteria. The academic department will consider your request if you are offered a place. If your request is accepted, you won't be required to prove English language test results as a condition of your offer. Otherwise, you will still have to provide English language test score at the required level for your course by the deadline stated in the offer letter. So yeah, this is how English language can be waived for you. Now, if you've watched the video till now and it has been helpful, do well to hit on the subscribe button. Also, like the video for me and don't forget to turn the post notification on. Now, the last thing we'll be looking at is going into details as to how application fee can be waived for you. Okay, so first of all, if you're applying from a low-income country, if you're a refugee and displaced person, if you're a UK applicant from low income background, and if you're applying for readmission and then you're applying to closely related research courses. Okay, so applying from a low income country, to be eligible for this application fee waiver, you must meet all the following criteria. Your country of ordinary residence is one of the eligible countries below, which we'll take a look at. You will be unable to apply to Oxford without an application fee waiver, and you meet the entry requirements for your chosen course as published on the course page. So if you meet the entry requirement and you are unable to apply to Oxford without an application fee waiver, and you are an ordinary resident in one of the eligible countries, then you qualify for a waiver. So the eligible countries are Afghanistan, Angola, Bangladesh, Benin, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cambodia, Central African Republic, Chad, Comoros, Democratic Republic of Congo, Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Gambia, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Haiti, Kiribati, Korea, Laos People Republic, Lesotho, Liberia, Madagascar, Malawi, Mali, Mauritania, Mozambique, Myanmar, Nepal, Niger, Rwanda, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Solomon Islands, Somalia, South Sudan, Syria, Tanzania, Timor-Leste, Togo, Tuvalu, Uganda, Yemen, and Zambia. If you're from one of these countries, then you are eligible for the application fee waiver. For you to be considered for the fee waiver, you need to indicate on the application form that you are a resident in one of the eligible countries below, and you'll be asked additional questions relating to this waiver scheme. If your answers to these questions indicates that you are eligible for this waiver, you will not be directed to the payment screens when you submit your application. So that is for those from the eligible countries, as if you're applying from a low income country, as we've mentioned. Now, if you are a refugee or a displaced person and you meet the minimum entry requirement for the course you are applying to request for the waiver, you answer yes to the question asking whether you are a refugee, stateless person, or an asylum seeker, or have been otherwise possibly displaced within or outside your home country of origin on the About You tab of the application form. So this is how you can also waive application fee for the refugee and then displaced person. So yeah, that is how application fee can be waived for you. Okay, I believe this video has been helpful to you, and if it has, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts of today's video in the comment section. Also, if there is anything I missed in this video, just draw my attention to it in the comment section, and if there is anything that will be helpful to my viewers or anybody watching this video, also do well to drop it in the comment section so we all get to learn. Thank you so much for staying till now, and see you in my next video. It's a bye for now.